year with the Cowboys. He knows this offense, and it shows when you watch him play.
Here's Lamb. Makes the catch, turns upfield. First down at the 40. 5 yards added on. First down, Dallas. Play action. Rush. Floats it. Oh, nice grab by Noah Brown.
That. Here lately.
Quick throw. Pass is caught. Brown again.
For the Cowboys.
Quick setup and throw. Pass is caught. And a timeout by Dallas.
That he's incurred.
From the 25, Rush now down by 7. Backpedals and hits CeeDee Lamb. Lamb able to hang on as he's wrestled down Deanna. Got him to the 18. Throw out on the edge. That's Noah Brown spinning his way inside the 10, and it's first and goal.
At running back, like you'd like in a game, especially like tonight.
Rush unloads, passes caught. And into Giants territory as CeeDee Lamb makes the grab. On 4th down, Rush throws, pass caught. Where will they put it? Lamb made the catch, and with progress has a first down as he was belted. Cowboys hurry it up. Pass, a spinning grab by Hendershot. And then up and over, Dane Belton. And picking up. Cowboys scored a touchdown last time they had it. Here's Lamb, one-on-one. Lowers his shoulder and takes it to the goal line just short. Play clock near 1. Corner of the end zone. Lamb, one-handed try. He got it. Touchdown, Lamb. What a catch.
Yeah, what a catch, man. Congratulations to our guy, Park Ranger, not playing around in the gym, dropping 1,000 stars for that MG13 jersey, man. What a way to come in right there, y'all. It's your boy BG, top of the evening, or should I say Tuesday. It's your boy BG Montana. We on a special kind of Taco Tuesday. I got a couple of ladies with me in the back room. We got some things to give away today, so get your stars ready. That's not all that we're giving away today. We got a star goal here today of 4,000 stars. We're already at 1,000. So congratulations to our guy Park Ranger who just won that jersey. Let me bring my girl Shamika on. Shonda, you got that jersey up there? No, do I need to put the picture up?
I have it right here.
Nice. Look at that timing. Look at this, all organic. Congratulations, Park Ranger in the building, dropping the 1,000 stars. My girl Shamika knows it's better to give than to receive. Thank you, family.
Absolutely. Of course. And congratulations, Park Ranger.
Yeah. Green Bay just getting it. Green Bay just getting it in. And we're going to talk about some football because, you know, we got Kelz with the Intels with us tonight, too. Welcome to the show, ladies.
What's up? How are you?
We just going to talk some football, I guess. We're on Tuesday. We got a game on Thursday. I mean, can the Cowboys get a victory Monday and a victory Friday in the same week? That's what I'm asking.
It's
At this
possible.
point, anything could happen.
Hello.
Definitely. Shout out to all of the green badges tapping in. I see you prototype in the building. Throw them taco emojis up. Y'all know how it goes down. Let's go. Charles, somebody beat you to it, man. Park Ranger was quick on his draw. I see you out there, baby. Appreciate you tapping in. What up, Donnie? Brand new green subscriber right there. We see you tapping in. Appreciate you all over the content. What up, Sam, the admin from OAT in the building, y'all. Let's go. Y'all need to raise the bar one time. We got an OG in the building. Sam, the man, you know he love to fish. Hey, Sam, what we got to do, man, get you up in Alaska next June, man. We got to get you up to Alaska next June to go some deep sea fishing with my guy RC up there. Let us know how you feel about that. But, man, we got the Giants coming up, ladies. How did y'all feel about that Commanders game? I think you was at the game, weren't you, Shamika?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah? How'd that go down?
It was great. I mean, when we got there, they started their "We Want Dallas" chant. You know, They like to do a lot of talking out there. So, you know, of course, the game started off slow. We were pretty much like, okay, this is going to be another one. But that last minute and 40 seconds, that was crazy. And you literally saw the deflation of the Washington fans in real time. So you beat an enemy territory is great. You know, a lot of people said they wanted them to tank the season, you know, be done with it, whatever. Me personally, I wanted them to win against Washington because, I mean, we live in enemy territory. So anytime we can beat them is great.
I agree 100%. I mean, no more team tank. I think the team has officially came out and said that too. They just basically said, BG, shut up. We ain't tanking for nothing. We're going to get up in this draft. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Appreciate everybody tapping in on all three platforms. We're on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn, and we're live on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. We got my girl Kelz with the intels. I seen you just posted the injury report. Any news on any of the big names, like anything going on with Zach Martin or any of the other folks?
With Zach Martin, hold on, that's a whole nother set of notes.
It's all good. Get your stars while she's getting ready, y'all. We got this man cave sign.
Because I was this close of saying something that I was not supposed to say. So
we're good. Everybody get your stars while Kelz is getting ready to say something she shouldn't say. We got a sign up here for your man cave or your she shed. We're already at 1,000 stars. We got 1,000 plus stars. We need to get to 4,000 stars. So that way you can hang it in your man cave or your she shed. What you got? You got some tea to spill over there? What's going on? What you talking about?
I have tea to spill, and I have tea that Will McClay is going to text me tomorrow that I can't say.
Oh.
So I had to make sure I had the right notes. Anyway.
Okay.
So
yeah, back to the practice notes. Anything on?
So with Zach Martin, still no practice today. He worked with the rehab group. More than likely, he will not be available for the Thanksgiving game. They're getting him ready against Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
So let me also add to that. So you remember, I forgot what game it was. He injured his right ankle and
his other ankle
and his shoulder.
Mm.
The game against the Texans, he injured his left ankle.
Mm.
So that's why he wasn't playing against Washington, because both ankles were shot.
Yeah, he looked like he was barely coming up off the field. I'm like, man, Father Time kicking Zach Martin.
So that entered in TJ Bass. All right, what's another one you need?
I don't know what's going on with Trayvon Diggs. You know, he's been sitting in the studio with me, and I think I heard he might be back to work this week too.
That I can't spill. So with this injury report, we went from 16 yesterday, and then we upped it by 1 today. Kalen Carson has been added to the injury report for today, which we are now at 17 active players on the practice report.
Oh, so we're down from 19.
So with Trayvon Diggs, he was downgraded to did not participate today. He was limited yesterday. When he was scheduled and active to play against Washington, he started not to feel good on Thursday because he ended up on the practice report. So they said they kept monitoring. He still wasn't feeling good on Friday.
You're talking about Trayvon, right?
Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah.
So before they leave to go to any away game, they do a walkthrough on Saturday. He reported in he was still having issues with his groin and his knee, and he had an elevated temperature because of the meds and everything he was on to try to get him ready to play. Elevated his temperature levels.
Okay. So looking like he gonna play this week or what? Or on Thursday?
So they told him to sit out this one. So they're getting him ready for this one. He was limited yesterday, but now he's been downgraded. So we'll wait. I'm glad you did like the content, Donnie.
Yeah. Let's give it up for a round of applause, y'all. Y'all give it up here, especially hit the like button. You know what I mean? Appreciate all the stars coming in. I see Charles Owen dropping some stars. I see some other folks. I'm trying to keep up on my phone over here. I think Kelly thought I was probably ignoring her, but that's not the case. I'm multitasking over here. My girl, Shamika, she know about that being in the Air Force, multitasking, right? Y'all multitasking in the Air Force, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. I thought y'all just had like one person to do like every particular thing. Like,
yeah, we get a bad rap, but we hold it down.
Yeah. So I remember when I was my first 3-4 years in the Navy, I was like, I'm gonna get out, go in the Air Force. They're like, man, you overqualified. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, they have one person that does each of our job. Like they're gonna say you're no good. I'm just thinking, they're just trying to keep us in. But anyway, I thought that was
we just don't take everybody. That's all. We're very slow.
You're right about that, because if you got some bad credit, the Air Force will not mess with you. So shout out to all of our veterans here. We're still in the month of November. You see, I got Trayvon Diggs sitting in the studio with me. That is Top Stars Prize. If you donated stars, thank you, Shamika, for donating that Michael Gallup jersey. That is Park Rangers. I'll get you Park Rangers address so that way you can mail it out to them. Everybody here knows it's better to give than to receive. If you cannot give stars, if you cannot become a subscriber today, because you're going to want to become a subscriber, I'm going to be dropping a few things on what we're going to be giving away for December. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down there because there's going to be some subscriber prizes to give away because ho, 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 BG like to give shit away. So in December, I got a Darren Woodson autographed jersey. I got a duffel bag and a dish set, Dallas Cowboys custom duffel bag and dish set, courtesy of Prototype Consignments. So she's going to be giving that away. And then I got one more thing I'm going to be giving away. So what was the craziest thing you seen up at the stadium, Shamika, up there? I mean, because it didn't even look like it was packed. They had a lot of open seats upstairs, didn't they?
Yeah, there were a lot of open seats. The craziest thing, really, I really can't say anything crazy. I know that it was kind of funny. We had a lot of friendly Commander fans until they saw their self-destruction coming, and then all of a sudden now they want to start some fights. So there was a few people out there that wanted to start some stuff. But
I could only imagine all the alcohol and the emotional roller coaster of, we scored, thought we got it, then they did, Terry McLaurin, thank God he went off. I needed him in my fantasy football league. You got them points. That'd be a crazy roller coaster ride. I can imagine. There was some videos going around of people fighting though, I think too. I think some Cowboy fans was whipping somebody's ass.
Oh yeah, it was things changed real quick. They were really vocal when we first got there. Things really changed at the end of that game. So it was definitely some fights going on. Yeah.
Now shout out to my guy Park Ranger who won the jersey. We was in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl in back in February, and of course that was the Chiefs and the Niners, and man, we were like 5 Cowboy fans, and as soon as that game was over, I told my guy Park Ranger, let's get to stepping. It's drunk fans in here that lost, and we easy targets. Not today, Felicia. You're not gonna catch us slipping today. But I seen Kelz was out there representing at the watch party at, how do you say that, Anacostia Park?
Anacostia Park.
Charles was out there at the game too as well. He said he lost his voice.
Yeah, you will lose your voice, especially with trash talking and hooping and hollering and cheering. And
we was trying to get him to go live. I didn't know Shamika was over there. We would have tried to get her to tap in. We were trying to get that pandemonium circus that was going on in that stadium to get some kind of temperature on it,
Yeah, but so I had to switch courses because I already knew how the environment was going to be at where we normally have our watch parties. And I knew it was going to be hard just to get placement. So my old coworker and old supervisor, she said, you need to come to Anacostia Park. And I'm like, why I need to come up there? And she was like, we're having a tailgate and watch party. Bring your club, because she knew I had a fan club and everything. She said it's going to be food, games, go-go bands, everything. So I said, okay. So I sent the word out and everything. And when we got there, it was a lot of Cowboys 2.0. That's the new name for the Commodores. If anybody catch that.
It took me about 2 weeks, but now I've caught on to it now. Yeah, the Cowboys 2.0 team, right? With Dan Quinn.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my God, because it was only me and my brother, not my blood brother, but my brother and my nephew was there. And then we started to come in, but we was just everyone. I have something to tell you about that, so we're gonna put a plug on that one real quick. Yeah, because he did something in the end zone that I told him to do.
Oh, you're talking about Cavante?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, what timing you got? You caught him at the hotel on Saturday. This man runs a 99-yard touchdown back on some stuff ain't nobody ever seen, like some Madden type shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cavante Turpin. I know he got to be real nice.
Yeah, we're gonna put a pin in that. So Cowboy Nation started to plug in, come into the park and everything. And we was just cool because we already knew what to expect. That not say that we're going to tank, but just the state of the team, we just had no expectations. Then what we said, how the game was flowing. it was real slow.
Yeah, the first half was like it was 3-3 or something, wasn't it? And then I think all the points got scored in like the last 4 minutes or some shit, didn't it?
Exactly. So, you could have taken a nap. You wouldn't have missed anything.
Yeah.
But then when the momentum started, then all the Cowboy Nation that was there, we was at the front.
Yeah, you could tell it was loud. Yeah, you could tell it was. I mean, you talking about in the stadium too. There was a lot of Cowboy fans in there too, huh, Shamika?
Oh yeah. But we travel very well there.
There's just there's a lot of fans that live in DC period that are Cowboy fans.
And a lot of people come up from Richmond, where we're from, to come up to the game. I brought 16 people with me, so we travel really well up there. That's why they want to limit our ticket purchases now, because usually we make that a home game.
Is that right?
Right. And I was thinking about tapping into my savings because I live in a house with 2 Cowboy 2.0 fans, my parents. They just recently celebrated their 32nd wedding anniversary. So I wanted to, to go together as a family. So call someone that, Shamika and I, we have 2 different point of contacts in the ticket office. Mine told me the same thing that Shamika's point of contact told me. They were not trying to sell no tickets, group tickets, single tickets, whatever.
Oh, the Cowboy fans, huh?
The Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
Because for the last years, we have always taken over their stadium. And it ended up looking like a home game. But I'm like, but that's not my fault. And I said, you forgot you live in an area where there are a lot of Cowboy fans. And I said, secondly, that's discriminating. I said, you don't want me to push that through the news because I know a lot.
Imagine if Cowboy fans did that shit at AT&T Stadium. That's all I'm gonna say.
But the thing is, Jerry would not care because he would have made his bottom dollar quota. That's the difference.
Speaking of quota, we got a game coming up. Turkey Day. It wouldn't be Thanksgiving without the Cowboys. You got 3 total games going on. And I know the big question for the show is I want to throw out to everybody here today because when the Cowboys play on Thanksgiving, somebody got to jump in to the red kettle. So I'm asking the question for everybody in the show today. Who's going to jump in the red kettle on Thanksgiving? Or is it going to have to be Brandon Aubrey or somebody going to score a touchdown? What do y'all think? Y'all throw your comments up. I don't know who you think, Shamika, who you think is going to be jumping in the red kettle on Turkey Day?
Got to be Turpin this year.
Turpin? Oh, running back.
I need that punt return, and I jump in the kettle. Yeah.
Well, see, he brought up a good point. I think he said it might be his last one because I don't know. Do y'all think teams just might not kick to him now because they seen what he done and they don't want to see no more of his weapons pulled out he ain't never used?
I mean, it's always a possibility, but at the same time, there's always opportunities, regardless if he's doing a punt return or not.
Punts.
Turpin is one of those players that you can use him in a lot of different schemes. And I think that if we had the right coaching staff, I think they could find ways to plug him in and we could really do some things with him because that boy is fast. And, and we just don't have the people that can utilize him to his abilities. But we saw that. I mean, that ball went under his legs. For most people, they would have just fell on it and just said,
I was like, oh, shit, here we go.
But he picked that thing up and he looked like he was on a joystick in that game. So.
I know when he hit that thing and he shot, I was like, ain't no way he making out of that. And I think I looked down and I looked back up and I was like, holy shit, he's about to break. He's going the whole distance. Yeah. What was it like out there at the park, Anacostia Park, when he ran it back out there, Kelz?
Man, so I'm like, thank God I miss working for Parks and Rec in DC. But I was like, I'm glad this is the day that I do not work for Parks and Rec because a row of the tailgate chairs that they had, it flipped over.
Ooh.
Because they got so excited. It was just something like you have the Cowboys 2.0 fan. Hi, Dakota.
Oh, that's Dakota. I ain't never met
Dak.
No, that's Dallas. That's Dallas.
No, this is Dak. No, this is Dakota.
Oh, that's that. Okay, I was right.
Oh, okay, Dakota.
Yes.
Okay.
So, AKA Dak.
Hi, baby. Yeah. But they had it was the Cowboys fans and the Cowboys 2.0. When that thing flipped up they was like, yeah. And then the other side was like, no, stop him. Get on the so
Yeah.
I was like, go.
I could only imagine, like, what was it like watching after Terry McLaurin ran that, and then we're going to transition to the Cowboys versus Giants here, because I know we're still on the Commanders, but both of y'all being out there on the East Coast. So shout out to all of the East Coast fans out there in the Richmond, Virginia city area. I know where you're at, and Kelz out there with DC Nation Fan Club. Both of these ladies here are presidents of fan clubs. So men, check it out. You know what I mean? If y'all are looking for a place, not just men, but women too, to link up with great Cowboy fans. If you're watching for the first time, you need to connect with them because they are boots on ground and they're out there, putting it down, especially for the women in the fan base. But yeah, what was it like when Terry McLaurin ran that long touchdown back, and then all they needed to do was kick the field goal, and then when they missed the field goal, I can only imagine just the air getting took out of that whole stadium.
I know for anybody, we just didn't have a time to breathe off of that Devontae Turpin touchdown, because that happened immediately after, and we was like, what the is going on? That's how it was. I
was so shocked. I think I was live partly before the game was over, and that was before they even ran back the fake or the onside kick, and they picked it up and ran it back. Who was that scored that touchdown anyway? Was that
Wanye Thomas?
Wanye, okay. Yeah. So yeah, Wanye, he with the good hands. You could tell when he broke. I was like, oh my God, he's gonna run it back, and he ran it back. I was like, this is wild. He got
a little chew out from the coach about that.
Oh, did he?
Wanted him, because anything could happen if that.
Yeah, he could have been fumbled. He could have pulled a Tyler Guyton, try to get the fumble and pick it up and run it and shit. Speaking of Tyler Guyton, what's going on with him? Is the flag machine gonna be back in the lineup this week or what?
Yeah.
I know, man. He looked like a good prospect. Him and Cooper Beebe was steals, but I mean, even Beebe is on the high hike now. I don't know. He needs to tone it down a little bit back there. But anyway, go ahead about Guyton.
After those 2 penalties, and they took him out and they put Awesome Richards in, the plan was for him to start, like for Awesome Richards to go as the LT1 against Thursday, and then they will just alternate between those two. But now Awesome Richards is in a boot, and more than likely he's going to be on IR for a couple of weeks because he has a high ankle sprain. And so they're trying to gear him up with Zach Martin for Cincinnati. So that's where we are with that. So right now, the only other option is, so he's left tackle. So be on the lookout for, hold on, I got the names right here. Brock Hoffman, who's also a center. He can also play guard and he can play tackle.
TJ Bass played pretty good this week, I hear.
TJ Bass?
Yeah.
But he subbed for Zach Martin. So he's going to be on the right. So
I don't think Cooper Rush didn't get sacked against the Commanders, did he? Let me go look it up. Go ahead. I'll look it up.
Yeah. So be on the lookout if Brock Hoffman will probably fill in for Guyton if they pull him out. So here's my thing.
Yeah, we gave up 1 sack. We got 4 sacks in that game. Okay. So offensive line kept Cooper Rush upright. That was important.
Yeah. So my thing with Tyler Guyton, I mean, I wanted him for the draft and everything. I wish we would have had, this is the time I could say it, I wish we would have had Philbin, because Philbin knew how to move that offensive line. Solari, it's time for him to go.
You talking about the staff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's the O-line coach. Solari does not know how to navigate and move.
Okay.
So,
well, I mean, we got this lowly Giants team that's coming up. I mean, the Giants right now, I think, are what, 2-7 or 2-8 or something like that. I mean, they've got quarterback troubles over there. They got rid of Daniel Jones, asked permission to leave. They let him go, walk away with a whole lot of money. They got a dude named DeVito in there now that's got an injury or something. So it looks like we might be on the 4th-string quarterback. I mean, it's all set up for the Cowboys to win. Is this a trap game for the Cowboys this week?
Anything is a trap game.
This whole season has been a trap game.
Let me see. Let me go look at the over-under because I didn't see it up yet, but I'm going to look up the over-under on the Cowboys-Giants. Are we favored after we were double-digit underdogs? That's going to be interesting.
So the one thing I told Will McClay when we was at the bar, I think the bar at the hotel, that's our meeting spot.
Mm-hmm.
Because we always sit in the corner and we have nice intellectual conversations.
Look at this shit.
So I told him that this season that y'all have us Cowboy fans looking ghetto and for the streets and looking like some straight assholes.
Well, the Cowboys are favorites. Look at that. 4-point favorites over the lowly Giants. Over under 37.5 points. Wow. We went from double-digit underdogs to upsetting the sports book to now 4-point favorites. I'm going to put this link there in the comments so y'all can check it out as we transition to the Giants. I mean, it's looking like we're going to get another win. It might be our first home win, especially on a Thanksgiving. I know I don't want no more stinky tacos. I had half a stinky taco at the New Orleans game, and I ain't been back since. I know y'all been to games and had some stinky tacos, especially on the home and on the road.
I haven't been to no games this season.
Okay, well, you ain't had no stinky tacos yet, but Shamika,
I've had too many.
She's had too many, and you know, here on Taco Tuesday, we want to make sure who gonna get the turkey tacos. I think the Cowboys got a good chance. And with that being said, there was some news that broke today. Y'all heard Jerry Jones's comments that it's not crazy to think about extending Mike McCarthy. So let me just throw that to y'all as we transition to the Giants. Shamika, what's your thought on that when you hear Jerry say it's not crazy to think we could extend Mike McCarthy?
Who's shocked by that? Who's shocked by that? Just like I said yesterday on your live, I don't care what kind of a game Mike McCarthy called at the end of the game on Sunday. Let's look at the body of work. The body of work has not produced anything that we needed it to produce. This season has been very telling. Yes, he's had injuries, but some of that play calling in Sunday's game was abysmal. Yeah. That read option with Rush, what was that? You know,
why are we still handing the ball off to CD Lamb? Like, I don't
running a play on third and 19. It was just, it made no sense. So, but Jerry's going to do what Jerry does. So at the end of the day, we look at, you know, what Jerry's comments are, whatever. Jerry wants to always be in the news. It wasn't enough to just win the game and be in the news. He had to stir up some more controversy about this Mike McCarthy thing.
Is it just maybe he wants to buy time till the end of the season because we know he's not going to fire Mike McCarthy now? Because, I mean, if you take a look at this stretch of these next games, the Cowboys we could be 700 in the next 4 or 5 games if it all goes right. Now, that's if the same team that shows up against the Commanders. I don't know. First of all, can we get the half of the team or 3/4 of the team that showed up against the Commanders against the Giants? Because this is a division game. So what's your thoughts on this, Kelz, going into the Giants, you know, the Cowboys and Thanksgiving, especially with the NFC East game and Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones saying it's not crazy to think that we could extend him?
He loves what he says in the news, but I was also talking to a family member as well that was at the hotel. And this is what they told me.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Even though my uncle is looking at a possibility for a return, 98% is leaning to the fact that he will be leaving. We're not sure if it's going to be in this season or after this season ends. Everything comes down to on how we play against Washington and or Thanksgiving against the Giants. We cannot first say that he will be gone after the Cincinnati game because Cincinnati does have a good team, even with their deficiencies. Hold on. My thing just went. And
so, I mean,
and the game cannot be flexed because it's on a Monday night game. Yeah. If we were to lose the next night game, which is on my birthday, y'all, December 22nd
Here we
against
go.
the
I got the
Bucks.
schedule up right there. So
Against the Bucks.
we got the Giants on Thanksgiving. We got the Bengals on Monday Night Football, which can't be flexed, and then the Cowboys at the Panthers in Carolina.
Yep.
Then the Bucks at Cowboys on the 22nd. What'd you say? When's your birthday?
The 22nd.
Oh, the 22nd. Okay, December 22nd. There you go. The Bucks and the Cowboys.
So they said, so even if the game is not flexed, if the game is flexed on the 22nd, if we lose out to the Panthers and the Bengals, we might as well just keep McCarthy until the end of the season, because it makes no sense to fire him with the last 2 games. Mic drop.
Well, that makes it interesting.
At the end of the day, though, let's be honest. Jerry doesn't have a coach in mind. He doesn't have a replacement for
that part.
Mike McCarthy. So it's not even about the fact that, if Jerry had a coach in mind, Mike McCarthy would have been gone weeks ago. He doesn't know anybody to take over the spot right now. So he's kind of in limbo himself.
Well,
so I guess he can say, it's not crazy that we may keep Mike McCarthy, because he does not have a coach on his radar.
Yeah, Felipe tapping and says, coach us through the alignment. So kind of just to wade us through the waters here to the end of the season, and then Jerry make that move, because then, we're going to make a move quick. If it's not going to be Mike again, if it's not going to be running back Mike, which according to Kelz and her intel, said family member at the bar there, DC said 98% chance not returning. So with that being said, it's going to be, who do y'all think the next coach could be? We'll get to that.
And to piggyback on what Shamika just said, someone that was also sitting with Will McClay and I, because we were all talking about it, there is a list of coaches that Jerry Jones is looking at. Cannot basically say right now because it's still in season. So it has to wait, almost like how, you can entertain players before the new season starts for free agency. During free agency, it works the same way with coaches. They can start tampering and entertaining new coaches in January, but there is a couple that we've heard on Built Different group on shows. Their names is on the list. That's all I can say.
That's what I'm talking about. And the chance to claim the crown. If you got a green badge and you're tapping in, special shout out to my girl Shamika, who mailed this bottle all the way from DC after she carted it from Dallas to DC. And then she mailed it. Oh, Richmond, sorry. I always get those two confused. Richmond, I want to make sure it's like calling somebody the wrong nationality, right? Huh? But claim the crown. If you scroll up to the top, all my subscribers already know this is going on week 6. Go up there, put your predictions for the Cowboys, Giants on Turkey Day. And I'm still asking the question. I think only one person commented, who do y'all think is going to make it into the red kettle on Turkey Day? I think Shamika said Cavante. And who did you say? Did you offer up a name, Kelz, or no?
Yeah, I think because he's back, I think Zeke is going to try.
Yeah, they're going to go back to old Zeke vibes.
I think he's going to try to push himself to get in the end zone so he can run in the kettle.
Jerry Jones going to push it so Zeke can make some jersey sales on Thanksgiving or what?
Listen, I'm still rocking 21. I ain't getting no 15.
I know, me neither, man. I'm happy for Zeke, but I still got 21 too as well.
Yeah, but with Tommy DeVito, he's experiencing pain from the neck down, is not 100% on lock if he will play against us. He's also dealing with a right forearm injury, which is not 100%. They have activated QB2 Drew Lock.
Yeah, so they got Drew Lock and Tim Boyle. That's where I was going next. Who's behind Tommy DeVito? So Drew Lock.
Drew Lock has been taking reps. The QB3 will be the emergency. Will be the emergency QB3. If he is not set to go, then Drew Lock will be QB1 for this game, and then they will elevate their third quarterback to travel to Dallas on tomorrow.
So either DeVito or looking like a Drew Lock type scenario, man. The Cowboys, I know Micah Parsons got to be licking his chops thinking about some Drew Lock on Turkey Day. I mean, can y'all imagine we can go on a win streak this week? We can win a home game for the first time, and we can get a victory Friday and a Monday in the same week. I mean, things seem to be kind of looking up for Cowboy fans. You got to kind of be happy at least for that fact, because I thought maybe the Giants was going to be the only game we won left. But now, with that team that showed up I didn't expect that team that showed up for the Commanders. I don't know about y'all, but that shit was fun.
It just depends on what team shows up on Thursday.
Yeah, that shit was fun. Like special teams, defense. I mean, even though there were bloopers on both sides, everybody was trying to the war of attrition. But I think the Cowboys, I think the over-under on that was like 35.5 points or something like that.
Exactly.
It looked like a lot of points going to get scored, hopefully by the Cowboys in this game, especially if Drew Lockey quarterbacking.
We have a habit of playing down to bad teams, and we are a bad team
right
now. So we have a habit of, underestimating.
We're going to revert back to that team that played Atlanta, that team that played the Eagles, that team that played the Texans. Ooh, I don't want to see them. I want that team. If you want that team that showed up against the Commanders, do me a favor, like this video right now. We got these ladies sharing your time with us here today, both of them from the East Coast, one in Richmond, the other in D.C., the East Coast ladies are in the house. So if you're from the East Coast, tap in and let us know. The East Coast been showing some love out there. And now the Cowboys have traveled back. Man, what a short week, playing on Sunday then playing on Thursday. And then we'll get a stretch before we play that Monday night game, I guess, against Cincinnati or at home for Cincinnati. So be a time to lick our wounds. So hopefully we get some more folks back off this injury report. You said we're down to 17 now, Kelz?
We're up to 17. We had 16 on yesterday's report, and now we have 17. And Brandon Cooks.
I heard he was working too.
Yeah, so it's a good shot that he will be returning and will be available for Thanksgiving. He was scheduled to play against us.
Yeah.
But he was experiencing some soreness on Friday. So he has to be activated, even though his 21-day practice window started this week. He has to be activated to the 53-man roster. So that means there's going to be some roster moves between now and the close of business tomorrow. So that means Kalen Carson, because he like I said, he ended up on the injury report today with the shoulder injury. So it's a possibility that he will be moved to IR. So that can be the spot that Brandon Cooks can take, or if Awesome Richards is put on IR.
The musical chairs of the 53-man roster. Richard Calderon tapping in, that guy that won the jersey right there. Big shout out to Park Ranger. He says, I think it's going to be a group in the kettle. Rubber dub dub. We got Cowboys in the tub. I'm with it, man. Who are we gonna put in there? We're gonna put in Turpin. They're gonna put CD Turpin and somebody else in there. I don't know. Y'all pick 2 or 3 names and throw them up in there.
I said Zeke.
Zeke, yeah, maybe Zeke, and I think they can make Brandon Aubrey go in there or something. I don't know. They'd be crazy. You know how they do it now, because I think Brandon Aubrey's the number 1 selling jersey for the Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, he's the most valuable player on the team.
Tomas, the Charger fan, is tapping in for you. Kelz says, is Bland still injured?
No,
Bland played last week, didn't he?
He played.
Yeah, he played last week.
So even though we're not on the Cowboys 2.0 game, did you see how they did not want any of their receivers anywhere near Bland? And the thing is, by Bland being out for so long, he did not miss a beat.
That's good to hear. Yeah, because Mike McCarthy I did listen to his interview before we got into the studio here today on this Taco Tuesday. So thank you, everybody, tapping in on Facebook, LinkedIn, and on YouTube. Yeah, Mike McCarthy did say that, they were putting in some work and, things are looking up. So, I don't know, man. Cowboys could get 2 wins in a row, 2 division wins at that. I mean, there's now, the talk. Of course, I think Jerry just said that about Mike McCarthy, and the not crazy part. I think is because we're not going to see Jerry make a rash decision midseason, especially after we just upset the Commanders in D.C. And now we got the New York Giants on the table. I don't know. You guys got anything, or y'all got anything going on? Ladies, got anything going on with your clubs for the game on Thursday? Or y'all just going to be at the house with family, or what y'all got going on?
No, we don't do Thanksgiving watch parties.
Oh no.
We're gonna have a watch party at the house.
So house watch parties then. Yeah, so watch party
Just with
at
the
house.
family, though. Just with the
Yeah.
family.
I think I might go to the casino and figure out this BetMGM thing. I'm starting to get the little BetMGM itch. I don't know, because looking at all this BetMGM content I've been sharing here. So
Yeah. And before anybody asks, Ferguson, he will not be playing. He's still under.
what?
Yeah, he's still under.
So concussion protocol, yeah.
He's still
All right, so
under,
no Fergie in the
protocol.
kettle then. Sorry about that, Thurman, but thank you for tapping in, Thurman Riley. That's a new name on YouTube. Thanks, Kelz, for that.
But he was out on the practice field today during the media viewing portion of the practice, and he had no helmet on. So he's still being monitored. He may be coming back for the Cincinnati game.
Hey, I think Charles might be onto something. He says Parsons, Lamb, and Turpin. I'm thinking CD and Micah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking CD and Micah. I don't know, something crazy like that. But y'all throw your comments up there. Who do y'all think is going to make it into the red kettle on Thanksgiving? Y'all know that's a Thanksgiving tradition. And, man, it's crazy, these two games, this close back-to-back, and especially with this week going on and everything. I know y'all been busy out there, so it's good to know that y'all don't have anything going on. Everybody's going to be at home. Football, family, friends, and food on Thanksgiving. Nothing wouldn't be right without the Cowboys. But, I think the Detroit Lions they actually started the Thanksgiving Day game. And I think Tex Schramm came along and said, you know what, we're going to play on the holiday too, because we need some of that visibility. And I think we got a lot of that visibility as a result. What do y'all think? Well,
when I was talking to Christy Scales, who was on the Cowboys media team, and Mix Magnolia. So nobody wanted to do, at the time, the 4:25 game was considered the primetime game.
Yeah.
But there was only 2 games played. So nobody really wanted to play on Thanksgiving at 4:25 or anything. Yeah, the Ford family, they were all for it. So Detroit Lions was really the only team to play for Thanksgiving. So when the league merged with the AFL, they was like, okay, so who wants to do another Thanksgiving game? Who else want to play?
And then you got 3 games now. The Bears and the Lions, who actually started it off. They were the first ones to ever play in a Thanksgiving game, I think back in 1934 or somewhere around there. Something like that.
So nobody wanted to do it. But then, like you said, Tex Schramm came up and said, oh, we'll play on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, look at that. A little bit of holiday history amongst your Cowboys right there. That's some great knowledge Kelz is spilling right there. So we got 3 games, Bears at Lions, and then the Cowboys in that midday game at 1:30, 3:30 on the East Coast. So I know y'all going to be full and over there. Y'all might be napping or doing something. What y'all going to be doing? Y'all going to be napping or y'all going to be up rooting and riding?
I'm going to watch the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch the game. But I told BG backstage that I did have a talk with Will McClay about the Thanksgiving game. I said, I know who that handles that because you are in communication with. I said, but y'all need to step it up with these halftime shows because they suck.
Yeah, I didn't even know who was halftime, and me and you were talking. I was like, matter of fact, who is playing for halftime during the game? And shout out to Park Ranger tapping back in and said, yeah, that's where I wanted to go. I think it's going to be Parsons and Diggs in the red kettle. Why? Because Parsons and Diggs be on that podcast, and boy, that's going to be a big old talking piece right there if they both get in that red kettle, especially if the defense scores a touchdown. If the defense scores a touchdown, especially against the Giants, we're going to probably see the defense in the red kettle.
I'm going to push back on Richard's comment real quick. If it is a defensive play, I could see Eric Kendricks. If he's playing right now, he's DNP. He was listed as DNP with Marshawn Nealon. If he's available to play and he's able to do a fumble recovery or anything, I think he will be one of the ones to make it to the kettle before Micah, Bland, or Diggs.
Yeah, then again, Overshown would be a good
Overshown.
Wow, yeah. That's what I say. I think if the defense scores, I think we're going to see. I hope, maybe I don't want to talk that up because you don't see 3 or 4 guys hopping there and somebody tweaking ankle on a damn kettle. Oh, could you imagine that? Especially on Thanksgiving, that'd never be the end of the day. But man, we're getting ready to wrap up the show here with these ladies that's been taking their time. Both of them are presidential. Both of them are diehard fans. Both of them are in the trenches, and they're both on the East Coast. So y'all give it up for your ladies tapping in with us tonight on this special Taco Tuesday. Had to speed things up this week, man. I don't even get to do my regular weekly stuff because, the Cowboys game's on Thursday. I'm used to them playing on Sunday, so I'm definitely jammed up. What are y'all's dishes? Let me just get off of here before mine is I like to cook collard greens. I do it with turkey and sometimes ham. What do y'all like to cook on Thanksgiving? What's y'all's go-to thing? Because everybody always tell me to cook the greens. What do they tell y'all to cook when it's Thanksgiving?
My mama handles that.
Is that right?
My mom it's very popular in the Caribbean and New Orleans. Well, of course, New Orleans, because it does have that Creole Caribbean vibe and everything. She makes a dynamic seafood dressing or stuffing, however you want to call it, but it has lump crab meat and shrimp in it. It is some kind of good. Of course, collard greens, candy yams. I like everything except for mac and cheese is okay, but I'll be okay if it's not on my plate. It's an acquired taste to me.
Yeah, it depends on who's cooking it too, especially if it ain't got no damn peas in it. Y'all been seeing that meme going around with the peas and the mac and cheese?
Not in a black.
What's your go-to dish up there, Shabika? What they tell you to cook? What you cooking on Turkey Day?
Well, this year we're having it catered. Nobody's cooking, but
okay.
Normally I do greens. I may do all of it, but this year we're having it catered. Nobody wants to cook this year. So.
Okay. Yeah,
been on the road too much.
Getting turkey tacos, or what you getting over there?
Oh no, I don't know. My aunt's handling this year. She's doing the catering, so I don't know. I've been on the road too much. I just got back from Houston. Just got back from Washington. I'm leaving next week to go to Rhode Island. So. Yeah. No time to really do all that cooking.
Charles says stuffed ham is a specialty here in South Maryland.
It is stuffed ham.
Yeah, I like to go to the honey ham joint, you know what I mean, where you can get them in the plastic and, every like $50 a ham and stuff like that. What they call them places? I can't remember where I go. I know where to go to get it at. But you go get the ham over there, just pop it in the oven and cook it. Yeah, you don't have to do none of that seasoning and everything is already good. Yeah.
But Charles, because I know exactly where Charles live, the area. There's an Amish market on Route 5 in St. Mary's County. They're not open all week, but they're open on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday. I think Thursday, but definitely Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But it's an open field Amish market, but they have a sheltered, closed-in area where the butcher is, and they do make, like cooked food and stuff. That's a good place to get a stuffed ham.
I miss that Amish market up there. Oh, the one thing I miss about living up there.
You talking about the one on Upper Marlboro?
No, it was one further out. It was one further out. Amish market I used to go to. I can't remember the name of it now. I'll find it, but it was wonderful.
All right, ladies, it's time to get out of here because the kitchen is calling. So everybody have a blessed Thanksgiving. I might be live on Thanksgiving. I'm not sure, depending on where I might be at. But, the Cowboys are going to be playing. So win, lose, or tie, I'm going to go live. So look for me on Thursday. I appreciate you ladies tapping in from the East Coast. Thanks for sharing the experiences y'all had out there with the Commanders, especially the boots on ground.
I got one thing to say. Y'all start writing down y'all wish list because the 2025 draft is loaded with running backs, wide receivers, a lot of D-line. And this year we are going to enter back into the draft with our normal numbers. We're either going to have we're going to have between 11 to 15 draft picks.
Yeah, not no 8 or 9 piece. Yeah, that'll be key. Definitely. Well, good deal. Well, we're out of here because you know what time it is when Dandy Don get to run the light switch, baby. We'll see y'all in the gym on the next episode.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing.